Hello and welcome back to the Engagely.io onboarding video. This is the second part. In this scenario, we're going to go through something that's very common with e-commerce websites, right? So obviously with an e-commerce website, when somebody goes to check out, there's a high likelihood that they're going to hit the back button or close their window, right? So in this scenario, we're going to create something for this website that's going to encourage the person to not leave, right? We want to basically encourage them to go ahead and check out. So one of the most popular ways you can do that is by offering them something, right? So in our scenario, we're going to create a coupon code. So, and the way that coupon code is going to work, we're going to use something called exit intent. And that's just simply when the browser senses the person going towards the back button or the close button, right? Then it's going to trigger that pop-up or modal or bar, whatever you want to call it, to go ahead and trigger, okay? So we're going to stop that from happening, or at least we're going to try to stop them from leaving. So we're back at our Engagely.io dashboard, and we already have a campaign created, right? This is for the whole website here, and we're just going to click into that, okay? And this is the notification that we had created in the first video. If you have not watched that first video and you're unsure of what we're doing right now, please go back to the first video and watch that. That'll provide some insights. But for this scenario, let's go ahead and create a notification. And we're going to want to create, let's create a coupon bar, right? That's probably most appropriate. And then obviously you can see what it looks like down here. And we'll scroll down to the bottom and we'll hit, oh, we forgot to name it. So that's one thing I didn't mention before. You have to name everything, right? Everything needs to be associated with something, right? So we'll call it exit. Might want to learn how to spell exit. Okay. Exit. Oh, there we go. Coupon bar. Okay. So we'll select that. We'll hit create. Okay. And now we're creating our coupon bar. All right, so we're going to want to customize this text here. We know the person is trying to leave the website. We'll say, wait, don't go. Here's a coupon for your troubles. Whatever. I mean, like I said, you can make it say whatever you want. Okay, and then we can change the coupon. So obviously this would be the coupon code that's showing to the user. And in this scenario, we're going to say, let's change it. We'll say save 15 now, right? Now, the user could click, you could make like a URL here that they could click it and go somewhere. But, in this scenario, we don't need a URL, right? We're trying to show them a coupon code. We want them to check out. That's the most important thing, right? So let's just go ahead and update that real quick so we don't lose our work. Okay, now the next question is the triggers, right? So if you recall in the prior video, triggers are, what's going to make this pop-up show up, right? By default, it's set. All right, so the objective of this notification is to stop people from leaving the checkout page, right? So we don't want to trigger this on all pages. No reason to show a coupon code when you don't have to. You don't want to knock down your average order value. So on this scenario, we're not going to say trigger on all pages. We're not going to do exact match either because there may be some things that get appended to the end of the page that you don't necessarily, if you do an exact match and maybe your thing is adding zip codes or just all these other variables as they're known as, you don't want to. So we're just going to say starts with, right? So our checkout page starts with, oops. Okay, there we go. So we know it starts with, checkout, right? So anything that happens after the word checkout is just not, it's going to be ignored. It's just looking for this pattern here. Okay, and how soon do we want it to trigger? It's not a time frame. We want to sense the exit intent, right? And for this purpose, we're going to say displayed all the time. And then we're also going to say displayed on small screens and large screens. We'll go ahead and hit update. Okay. And then obviously as far as displaying, how long do we want it to show? We'll say 10 seconds. And you'll have to forgive me. I have actually two keyboards in front of me. I keep typing the same one. But for this, we're going to go ahead and say, display duration. And let's go ahead and throw it to the top of the page because, since they're going to the top of the page, their mouse is going to be kind of focused there. And so will their eyes. So it would make sense to go ahead and trigger it there. Yes, we do want to display a close button, give them the option to go ahead and close it as well. Okay, we'll hit update. And then we're going to go ahead and hit customize. And like I said, this is just where we can change a couple of things. For this, I'm going to leave it, right? We went over this in the other video. If you didn't see it, go back in the other video and watch it. Let's just kind of move forward and kind of get through this in a sense, right? So the last thing to do, and don't forget this, if you're going to a page and it's not showing, you might have to change the status. Also keep in mind that some of the notifications also have time frames linked to them. So if you have like a countdown notification, etc., if it expired, well, it's not going to show anymore. So just keep that in mind. All right, so let's go ahead and activate it. That's it. It's active now. So let's go to the website and let's add something to our cart, right? So let's go ahead and grab a pair of blue shoes, right? So we're going to go there. I could have just added it from the cart there too. That would have probably made it easier. But let's go ahead. We'll add it to the cart. Okay, so now it's in our cart. So now we can view our cart, right? So we'll just show how that works. We'll view the cart. And then we can also just go to checkout as well. So we'll go to proceed to checkout. Now, if we've done everything correctly, what's going to happen is when I move this mouse to the top of the page to go ahead and hit the back button or exit, it should trigger a notification bar with the coupon. Fingers crossed. Let's see. There we go. It triggered. Right, so now we're telling them, hey, don't go. And obviously, look, if you use better fonts, they're going to stand out a lot better. But this is more for the demo purposes, right? And that's it. You'll see a very high conversion rate by doing this. This should disappear in a couple of seconds. I think 10 seconds we're showing it for. But you should see a measurable difference in your actual checkout percentages, right? So your actual conversion percentages. It should be quite measurable once you put this on your website. That is it, and that is the end of this. There will be more videos to come, and thank you for being an Engage the IO user, and we look forward to helping you in the future. All right, well, thank you. Have a great day.